Okay, so people, I'm going to tell you a story about a person whose name was Rick. So this is Rick. Rick lived in a lovely house. Okay, this is Rick's house. Not a good one though. And one time Rick was wondering if I could, hang out with a woman. So there was a woman passing by. And Rick was like, hey, how are you? Can I talk to you for a second? The woman was, sure, why not? And they, talked together for some time. And Rick said, can I give you my phone number? The woman was like, okay, which was kind of weird because he didn't ask for his phone number, but he gave him his phone number. That's weird, right? So Rick was an evil person. What he did was he took his doormat, and on the mat he wrote his number, and which is quite not so funny because you just don't hand out your doormat to a woman. And he did that. He just gave his doormat to that woman and said, "Hey, here's my number." The woman, obviously slapped him and went to the police. And she went to the police. The police were like, "Hey, what is this? Why did you come here?" Although they didn't ask like that, I'm just exaggerating. And she said, they were like, "What is this? And who is this?" So she answered the both questions. First question, "What is this?" She said, "This is a Matt." "Who is this?" "This is Rex." So the police was like, "Okay, Matt Rex. Cool, now we have a name for it." Why? Because they already had one. So because this was of suspicious identity, they concealed this from her and put it behind the bars. So this Matrix was now behind the bars. And the police said we already have one. So just put it adjoined to that one. So we'll call the adjoined one, adjoint matrix. So the police already had acquired one uh, adjoint matrix, and the police asked this man, "What is your identity?" They said nothing. Obviously, how could it speak? So they called a person to determine its identity. That person went it and talked to the matrix that, "What is your identity?" The person tried to determine it, but he wasn't able to. The matrix told, "I'll tell my identity only if you let the adjoint matrix come to me." The person who had to determine it talked to the police. "Hey, sheriff, can I, bring the adjoint matrix in here?" The police told the okay, let's call this person the determinator. Good, because he's determining the identity of the matrix, right? So he called, "Can I get the adjoint matrix inside?" He said, "Sure, why not?" So the matrix, the adjoint matrix, and the determinator all were inside this prison cell now, and somehow even the police don't know, inside this prison cell they somehow revealed the identity of the matrix. And the identity, the police were not like, they were amazed by the identity. The identity was again a matrix, and it looked like this. So this is the end of the story. This is how matrix came. And if you guessed it, yeah, it was. Okay, this is for just for the folks who are okay. Just leave it. Goodbye.